self-belief that someone like a Michael Jordan does. So, Michael Jordan he wouldn't even dream of losing. If anybody slighted him, there was this sort of rage fire that was lit underneath him. But Chris's approach is very different. He's like, I think about losing all the time. It's like, I'm scared of losing. I'm scared of losing to my opponent. But his idea was that because he has accepted the fact that he may lose, he believes it's given him the potential to be able to put it all on the line in a way that someone who hadn't considered the possibility of losing wouldn't be able to do it.
The way I view it is sometimes you have to lose to win. And last year we lost, and I think it set us up and put us in better position to win this year. The number one goal from everybody here will be to win. And when that is the number one goal of everyone that walks into this building, everything else, you figure it out. Sometimes you succeed, sometimes you fail. And that's just the nature of it.
Get rid of fear. It can be an engine to motivate you and make you work hard. But at a certain point, though, fear can hold you back. It's easy to get complacent and to start thinking, man, I've done all right, I'm comfortable. Let me not risk trying to do something I'm not sure I can do. Sometimes you fail, but sometimes you succeed. And you can learn from both, right? As long as you're willing to be self-critical and kind of evaluate when things don't work, why they didn't work, that you don't need to be afraid. And that's gonna hold you back.
From the outsider's perspective, everything looks like it's easier and better run than it actually is. But if you have the insider perspective of how the sausage is made, you realize like how inefficient virtually everything is. And so I think that's a big part of life, is just like realizing that success is harder than it looks. We talked about this earlier with Tiger Woods, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, all these people. Like if you actually dig into what their life is, it's infinitely harder than it looks. I think in most endeavors in life, people perfectly understand the relationship between price and quality. You want a nicer car, it costs more. Bigger house, it costs more. But that like understanding goes out the window when you're talking about career success or career fulfillment or personal health, things like that. Like that, the relationship just kind of breaks down in their own mind. But it doesn't go away. Like the higher the success, the higher the cost. I love reading biographies of entrepreneurs, of generals, whoever it might be. With very few exceptions, do I finish the biography and think to myself, I want that person's life. What I think is, I'm glad they existed. I'm so glad the world had that person that we can all benefit from. But the crazy success comes with a cost that very few people, including most of the time myself, are not willing to pay.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start because the new candle just came out on gold. Say gold looking nice. Gold is looking like,
Man, what's up, team? Paper route in the house.
hey.
Well, not exactly, but I'm close. Man, we got jazz in this thing.
Mighty Mike.
Mikey Mike gonna be all right.
So gold right now. Mike, I'm gonna have to mute you real quick.
Oh, sorry about that.
You
Let
good.
me.
All right. So I am looking for a buy here on gold. But I wanted to talk about what I was telling you the other day about looking for the rejection so you can know how to find your entry. Okay, this right here, the doji and the flat is one way to look and say, okay, that's an entry right here when you see this doji and this flat, especially on a higher time frame. But you want to catch that doji and flat prior to that 4 hour. You want to see it, you want to spot it happening earlier. Okay? the reason we do the higher time frame markups and we mark from the top down so we could see the support and resistance zones. Okay, so this right here is the monthly high and the weekly high. The monthly and the weekly high because we're in a new month. And this is the monthly low. This is the weekly low. Okay. This is your support. This is your resistance. Okay. Support, resistance. Where you're looking to enter your trades at is you're looking to take your positions here at the support. If you're looking for a buy, you're looking for it to take it from here at the support. If you're taking a sell, you will look to take the sell from the resistance level.
Right there.
So you want to wait till you start seeing like a rejection here. Like you want to see it wick below this. Because here on the 30-minute, it looked like it's a whole candle below the midweek support. But on a higher time frame, it just wicked. You understand what I'm saying? Look right here. It wicked into, not only did it wick and not and reject off the level of support, it also came into a buy order block and rejected. Then it formed that pattern. So after this candle was where your entry was. After the rejection here. The reason we go down to the lower time frame is to spot the rejection, to spot it pulling back up. Like right here on this pattern right here on the 30-minute would have been your confirmation of it pulling back up. So you would have got in here and set your stop underneath the rejection. You can set your take profit would be, you can either hold it to the high, okay? Or you could take profits in between, anywhere in between the support and resistance. Okay, if you're not a swing trader, if you're a scalper, you want to take those, you could take profits anywhere in between the support and resistance. But as long as you're moving in the direction of the trend. So the reason we place the trend there is to know the direction of the market, the overall direction of the market. And we know the overall direction based off the daily direction. This is a higher time frame direction. So we use the daily time frame to give us a stronger trend, to be able to spot a stronger trend in the market.
Stronger trend in the market.
Okay, so that's why I use the daily for the trend. But say we got like something like this where say we got something like this where the market is just changing direction, we can use a 4-hour trend. We can start with using a 4-hour trend. Like when the market first started changing direction, you would have seen the change here on the 4-hour first. And with gold, once it makes its high and it pulls back, it shows you the rejection. You can take the pullback, but I just don't trade against the trend. So I don't usually take these pullbacks here. But you can take this here, but that would be you trading the trend. You want to trade your trade is stronger when you trade in the direction of the market. So you want to kind of keep your trades within the direction of the market. You don't need to take every trade. You don't got to take every move spot in the market. You don't got to do that. You want to stay in accordance with the trend because it's more likely that the trade will go in your favor if you're trading with the trend.
With the trend, got it.
So for what we're looking right now, we're looking for a buy and gold. We didn't miss our move because what's going to happen is price is going to pull back like in London to come down and retest price. It's probably not going to retest it all the way down here, but it is going to pull back to come back and retest the previous price that it rejected from. So when I was saying to look for the rejection, look for the wicks, okay? Here, these are the wicks. The wicks is the sign on a higher time frame. It's telling you that it's not gonna continue in this down direction. But you want price to pull back and retest. That's a confirmation of the buy. That's a confirmation of a continuation of the buy. When price retest, like right here was a retest. Like it come down here, came down and retested price and didn't break price and continue. When price retests a previous price without breaking that price, that's your confirmation of knowing that the market is going to continue with your trend, or it rejects this level of, like a key level of support. So we use these higher time frames, support and resistance zones again to know where we're looking to take our entry. Okay, where we're looking to take the stronger trade. Okay, if it's here, if it's above the level of support, we're looking for buys. If it's below the level of support, we're looking to sell from this level because now this is the resistance and this is the support. So I only would have took a sell if it would have broke this weekly level. If it don't break, I'm looking to wait for the rejection complete and get in for a buy. And you want to trade when the market has the most volume is during the market has the most volume and movement during London and New York. New York has the most volume, the most movement, the most money moves during New York session. You can see the market pulling back now. You see?
We're two gladiators.
You see the market pulling back right here. It's within a 15-minute order block here. But you wanted to pull back because you wanted to retest price. You wanted to retest a previous price. To confirm your buy entry. The retest is always stronger on a higher time frame. Like it retested on a 15-minute. No, you want price to retest on a higher time frame to confirm your entry.
On a lower time frame.
On a higher time frame, not on a lower time, on a higher time frame. You want it to pull back on a higher time frame. That's your stronger entry. Because I'm gonna see if I can find an example so I can show you what I'm talking about. Like right here. This was a retest. See, I came here and it came right here and retested that price, not breaking that price or not going below that price, and then it bought. That was the confirmation of your buy. It coming down towards the trend. This one coming down towards the trend, not breaking the previous price that it came to. And it never came back down there because that was the confirmation for your buy right here.
Okay.
Okay? So when I'm saying retest, meaning that it's going to come back to the previous price that it was at without breaking it, or come towards the previous price without breaking it. breaking it meaning it's not going far past that price. So you wait for the retest. The retest is the confirmation that the market is going to continue in the direction of the trend. So some things you want to look for before you enter in, okay? Because this is stuff y'all going to be taking your trades on your own. Stuff you want to look for, like to say, okay, I'm comfortable with taking this and setting my trade, is you want to look for the doji in the flat, but you want to spot that doji and flat on a lower time frame. Spot the rejection on a lower time frame. You want it to be like something to support that this is a confirmation, because it took an hour for this to do. It's at my level of support. This was the confirmation. Doji, flat bottom, and you're only going to see that with Hakanashi candle. Doji, flat. That's your entry. You set your stop underneath the level of support. It don't got to be a wide stop. It could be under the level of support, under the rejection. So if you was entering here at 180, you setting the stop underneath here. See, that pattern happens on higher time frame too. Doji, flat, enter. Doji, flat, enter. So right now we're looking for gold to pull back. Okay. I don't enter in gold before London, because during London is where you get a good entry for gold. So for gold, you're going to be looking for a buy on gold during London. Okay. It's likely going to retest this high. So that will be your target. This is not the actual position that I'm setting. So don't take these parameters. I'm saying like when you'll see your entry when gold pulls back. Okay, it's not coming all the way back down here. It's just it already retested this level here. It already retested. Already see the retest. But it might come back into this area here. Because this is an order block. This is an order block here. The order block is just the last candle or candles before the change of direction. So this doji here on the 4 hour is a 4 hour order block. So what I'm saying is gold will likely come into this order block before it continue the buy. So you could probably get it somewhere in here. It'll come and retest to close out these buy orders before it continues up. So right within that 200 level, within here, is where you want to take your buy at during London. US30 did the same thing.
Gold is at 2 a.m.
Yeah, the London opens up on that 2 a.m. candle, but it doesn't always make the indication that it's going to continue on the 2 a.m. candle. So anytime between that 2 a.m. candle and that 6 a.m. candle, you want to look for your position. So if you're somebody that's up in the night and you're in New York, that would be the time you'd be looking for your position for London. You got US30 here rejecting also with in between two key levels. So it came down towards the mid-month level of support. It didn't quite come there. It stayed right along the trend line here. And yeah. It's the order block. The candle before the change of direction. It looked like price already retested that this morning. I believe US30 is targeting this up here, this order block up here. I do. We got news tomorrow, too. Definitely looking for a buy for US30. It's still in accordance with the daily trend. We got an entry pattern for 30 on a daily. Doji, flat. This is the order block here. That's why you see it like touching inside the order block and rejecting. But this up here that it left, it didn't really close out all of these orders here. So it can possibly come up to about 8:30 or above tomorrow. Because this is what we will call liquidity here. So this area up here is what we call liquidity. Right there. That's liquidity because this is these candles here. You see these wicks here? How it came to this high, to the monthly high. It was closing. Let me explain this correctly. So the market has an equal number of highs as it does equal number of buys as it does sell. So these sell orders right here is what it was. These candles was closing out, but it left some open here in this area, meaning that it still has to close out these orders, which is also just happen to be inside of a daily order block here. So it can come up into here before we see any type of rejection for US30. So higher, still more liquidity on a 4 hour here. So let's say a take profit. And TP want 872. For 30. 870. I would set a profit target too. It is likely gonna break this high before it rejects. But also looking for a buy on US30 during New York session. And we got NAS sitting right inside of a 4-hour order block. Right inside. So we may see some rejection or it might break this order block. But this is definitely a high sell area right here. Guess how many times it sold from this area? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we might see a sell happen on NAS, a pullback against the trend on NAS tomorrow, just because of where it's at. This is a heavy sell area. 1, 2. We got multiple sells from this area on NAS. So I will wait into New York session and look for a possible sell from NAS. We might see a wick this area, wick up and drop and capture all and take out all those buyers that's in the market, because it looked like this is the area where it's at on this higher time frame. It definitely looks like it's gonna reject right here. It might just reject out of this area before it continue to buy. Bitcoin took off. That's the call from earlier. It broke the midweek area. This is the next target up here for Bitcoin. This is the resistance that it gotta break. It gotta break that 95 area here. It has to break this resistance for the buy to continue. So it's likely gonna continue here. We got it sitting up at the weekly, right above the weekly, right underneath the weekly high. So and we got a new candle coming out for Bitcoin in about 30 minutes. So the buy is definitely going to continue. So likely take the buy up here into 95. Yeah. But I wouldn't take it past that because it has to break this resistance. It has to break this resistance area right here. I wouldn't take it past this resistance. I would let it break. If you was taking a short position, you could take that, but I would let it break that resistance. It's still within the trend of a buy. So we got an entry pattern on the daily showing that it's changing direction. We got it pulling out a daily order block here. But it definitely got to break this level before it continues to the high. That is a key resistance area here. So just a quick recap. We're looking for a buy on gold. We're looking for a buy on 30. Nas may reject here, so you might be anticipating a sell if it doesn't break past this order block. If it breaks past the order block, then that will make the sell invalid. But if it doesn't break this area where it sold from multiple times, then it's going to continue to buy. But it might break before the buy continues. In Bitcoin, you can take a buy to this level of resistance here. I would take profit here or take partials before. If I plan on holding, I would take partials here because this is the key level of support right here on the 95. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this out. I'm gonna have this call posted up in like the next couple hours. Okay.
100 blocks. 100 blocks. Hey, how the you already know what time it is, man.
Money time. It's money time.
It's money time, man. Get paid, young people. Get paid.
Hey, let's go.
Give me the game.
All right, over and out, y'all.
Man, out.